I'm going to walk through how to integrate Zoho CRM into Proposify so you can sync your CRM with your proposal software. If you click on the Zoho CRM link here, you get to a page where you need to first connect your Zoho account. So it asks you to click here while logged into Zoho CRM. So if I go to another tab, I see that I am logged into Zoho here. So I'm going to click this link. And what I'll need to do is click on this little gear icon and click Authentication Token Generation. And then when I do that, it says to generate an authentication token, please specify an application name which describes the purpose of your usage. So we'll call this Proposify. And it brings me this auth token here, which I will copy. And now when I come back in here, I'll paste this token and click Connect to Zoho. And I see it's thinking. Okay, it says your account's now integrated with Zoho. I'm actually just going to save this for later. Okay, so now that Zoho is connected to your Proposify account, there's a few options you can choose here. So it says, when I create a proposal, put it in, and it shows you a list of your different deal or opportunity stages. So if you create a proposal in Proposify, you can say, create a proposal price quote in Zoho. Now, when you send that proposal, you might choose to move that deal to a different stage, which could be negotiation and review. And when you win a proposal, you might want it to be closed won. And if the client declines your proposal, then you would probably want to put it in closed lost. So I'm going to save these settings. It says that they've been saved. Now there's another thing I can do if I would like, which is I can import contacts. So to do that, I'm going to click on this, and now it has to go and fetch all the contacts within Zoho. And I see I've got a few contacts here. So if I want to, I can check all of them on and import the selected, or I can just choose a couple of them and import them that way. So now let's test out this process. So if I have a draft proposal here, let's actually create a new proposal. And I'm going to choose one of my templates. And you'll see how, because we've now integrated with Zoho, there's a new section of the proposal settings called Zoho. So it says create a new deal. So it gives me the option to create a new deal now when I generate this new proposal, or I can link it with an existing deal. So I've got a list of all these deals here in Zoho. I can actually attach it to an existing deal and view the selected one here in Zoho to make sure that's the correct deal that I want to link it to. So maybe what I'll do here is I'm going to say create a new deal. Now if you don't want to create one for whatever reason, you can just click on that. Create a new deal, and we're going to call it construction equipment. We're going to use this client, good old Monty, and select a due date. So now we'll generate our proposal. And now if I go into Zoho, I should see, okay. So now you can see Monty, Burns, and Springfield Power Plant have been added into Zoho. And if I look at that, I can also see that there has been a deal created under the proposal price quote stage, and that's the amount of money it is because those are the fees that I have in my template in Proposify. So now I can look at my potentials, and yep, all the information is in there. The closing date is the due date. Yeah, awesome. So potentials, that's what they call deals here in Zoho. So now what we can see is if we go back into this potential or this deal, which a lot of CRMs call it, now if, say I send this to the client, I'm going to mark this as sent. Okay, so I've sent this proposal. You can now see this is in my sent stage of the pipeline. If I now reload Zoho, you can see that now it's moved on to negotiation/review, and the probability has increased. Now what happens is if I go into the sent proposal, and my client could accept it, or I could just simply mark it as 1 if the client verbally tells me they accept it. I can change the status now to 1. And now you see here it's in the 1's part of Proposify, and also if I reload Zoho, it shows me that now the status has been updated to closed and 1. So hopefully that shows you how you can create a lot of great automation between your CRM and Proposify.